example, we are talking about graphing systems of equations to determine a solution, to figure out what the answer is. What we are going to do is we're going to graph each equation on the same graph as if the other one, isn't there. We're going to graph all of them like we did for stained glass. And we are going to see if they cross. If they cross, that's our answer. And I'll talk more about that as we do that. So let's take a look at our first one. These two graphs are both in slope-intercept form. That means the y is all by itself. There's nothing on the other side of the equal sign. And the x and then a number is on the other side. So first things first, we need our b, our y-intercept. That is always the number after the x, or the number that's on the same side of the x. It's not the one being multiplied. So that is 1. So our first point, remember, it's the y-intercept. So we graph it right there. And then our m, our slope, is the number in front of the x. So that's -3. It needs to be a fraction in order to graph because rise over run. So we put it over 1. Bottom goes to the right, and the top is going to go down because it's negative. So from this point, I'm going to go down 3 and 1 to the right. And then we're going to attempt to draw a straighter line than the one that I drew. All right, we're going to do it again. Our b is -3. So we're going to graph our point here. And our m, there's no number in front of the x, but there is an imaginary 1. So our slope is 1. In order to make it a fraction, we put it over 1. It goes to the right and up because it's positive. So we go up 1 and 1 to the right. As you can see, our two lines cross. So our answer is where they cross, is the point. So remember, it's x, y. Our x is 1, and our y is -2. So it's where they cross. That is the answer. All right, so this first example is asking us to take this and put it into slope-intercept form. So if we want slope-intercept form, we want it to look like this. We want to solve for y, basically. We want y to be the only thing left on the left side. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to draw a line down our equal sign. And step 1 is going to be to move the x from the left side to the right side. So the opposite of minus 22x is going to be plus 22x. And we're going to add it to both sides. Now, you can't do 4 plus 22x. So what we're going to do after this cancels out, and we bring down our 8y. Remember, we want mx plus b. We want the x to be first. So I'm going to write 22x. And now that's a positive 4, so we're going to write plus 4. We've got to have something in between these, so we made it a plus. Now, to solve for y, because we want y by itself, we are going to divide by the number in front of the y. So I'm going to divide every single thing by 8. So I'm going to get y equals. Now this is where it's tricky. For slope, I really want you to keep it as a fraction unless it divides into a nice even number. So we're going to think, what can I divide both 22 and 8 by? And the answer is 2. So I'm going to get 11 over 4x. And then same thing here. I'm going to divide the top and bottom by 2. I get plus, well, I can do better than 2. I can do 4. Not bad. I get plus 1/2. Now it's in slope-intercept form. So sometimes they're going to give it to you in not slope-intercept form, and you want to make it slope-intercept form. And again, you do that by taking the x, bringing it over to the other side, and dividing everything by the number in front of the y.